Hello, people. Like, I've been trying to go live for a few minutes now. Sorry for the delay, but I I did not remember that you had to press go live, so sorry about that again. I am also trying to play some music in the background so that you can feel like more at ease with me. However, I don't fucking know how. And that's not good because I wanted to play some music for you. Obviously, some uncopyrighted music because I don't want this to be taken down before the time has come. No, but seriously, like, there was a way to share audio, and I don't really know where media source. Yes, I think it was this one, music. Like, I know it's more entertaining to have a bit of music, and now I am live. And also, I think you're hearing me like with. Oh wait a second. Yes, now there is no echo, right? Sorry about the echo. It's just like a bit of nervousness for the first stream, even though I'm not planning to do this often because I think it's a bit too intrusive. But it has its uses to stream. And also, let me just tell people that I am here. I have one viewer and it's myself because I am like monitoring the audio and everything. But we'll start in a second, right? So oh, it's a bit embarrassing. Great, here we go. Again, I should be able to play some music, but I don't know how. Audio input capture, that's not it. Where are my... What is my music? There is a local file that I could play. Transitions, music for videos. Here it is. Okay, so I'll play some Super Mario Sunshine music. Restart playback when server becomes active. Close files when inactive. Man, the dogs are like, what the fuck? Who's dying? Okay. Oh, you shouldn't be able to see them, sorry. Yeah, that's nice. And here I have a transition, which is sick, so wait a second. Nice, right? Looks cool. I just learned that like a few minutes ago. And also I put the music here. And yeah, I don't need that. So here we are. Just give me 2 seconds to share the streaming thing. You know, like for people on Instagram who want to be here in this class, like we're two viewers. I hope that it is not only me, so and I am waiting to myself. Great. I don't know how to see who's viewing, so like just hi, right? Like hello. Hello, my friend. Let me close my final exam and pour myself some coffee. Shit. Great. Just a sick soundtrack, don't you think? Anyhow, if no one comes, like I usually film these like studying sessions because like I am doing this for myself, but in a sense I know that there is value because I use studying techniques that work for my students usually, for my private English students, and I know it works, and I want to share what I know it works, because like I am tired of people selling you courses where you don't learn anything. So at least that, you know. So, and I know I am not gaining any money from this, and I know streamers, like most streamers, don't even make a cent with this, but it's fun. Like I'll use this I will edit this and I will put it like on TikTok, Instagram to sell my private classes and a study guide that I have over here and that I'll share because it's my fucking stream and I can. So yeah, let's go. So I'll just move this thing around and we can start studying. So this is supposed to be in English, but if there is anyone speaking Spanish, si hay alguien que habla español, obvio, pues son todos mis amigos y audiencia hablan español, ¿verdad? Pero, si tienen preguntas pueden preguntar en español, en inglés y ya no pasa nada. Pero sí, o sea, el chiste de hacerlo en inglés es, pues, que practiquen. A lo mejor lo hago en Spanglish de vez en cuando, pero el chiste es ese, que practiquen. Solo 3 minutos más y empiezo, ¿va? Que también no es así como que tú digas, wow, vamos a estudiar. O sea, sí, pero es que ya es tarde, ya trabajé en el día, pues ya. You don't want to keep hustling. I'm a concurrent viewer. It's myself. What the heck? It is myself, right? It is myself. I'll just share this on my personal Instagram account and we can start. We can just start. We can just learn. Big brained, like what the heck, like motherfucker. Okay, I'll just let me share this on the Instagram account and on my personal Instagram account, so in case there's anyone who would want to watch this, and yeah, and we can start. We can like. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I don't know. Sometimes I just laugh about the stupid things that I tend to say. On my social media. Okay. Nice. So we can start. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So, para los hispanohablantes, como si hubiera mucha gente, si nomás vemos yo y mis pensamientos. No, pero usualmente estos videos los grabo, pues, o sea, así no en vivo, los grabo así nada más con la pantalla, estudiando japonés, porque pues me puse la meta de estudiar 4 meses, ¿no? Como un curso. Y cuando lo hago uso las cosas que yo les pongo a mis alumnos: técnicas de memorización, ejercicios, técnicas de estudio y sobre todo el enfoque en las cosas que sí se usan. Entonces me ha servido mucho con otros idiomas, lo he visto que sirve con mis alumnos, entonces eso es lo que hago. Usualmente esto lo grabo solo otra vez y lo parto en pedacitos y lo subo en varios lados para quien lo vea, agarre algo de valor. Me sirve también como para anunciar mis cursos y, bueno, mi curso de inglés y mi guía de estudio en PDF. Entonces al final pues no pierdo nada. Sí me tardé más ahorita en setear todo, pero también está divertido probar algo nuevo. De todas maneras, no siento que tenga madera de streamer. Para empezar, ni al caso, somos 3. Somos 1. Pero esto se va a grabar y se va a editar y se va a cortar en varios pedazos donde le voy a meter mi anuncio y al final yo salgo ganando. ¿Va? So, the thing here is that I have a plan to study Japanese for 4 months. I have like a registry for the time that I study. I use Pomodoros, which is a technique in which you set your time in a way that you study 20 minutes to 25 minutes and then you take a break and then you study again, so that you maintain focus, and more than anything that you don't commit too many mistakes or especially to lose focus. So that's it. If you notice, I have like a list here, learning Japanese, and I have it divided by weeks. So there are 5 Pomodoros, that is like each day is like 25 minutes. So per week I have like 50, 75, 125 minutes that I use to study this language. I am currently at week 7, and that's it. Like, that's how I know that I am studying and not like just cheating myself with that. So yeah, let's go. What I try to do is have a vision of the language. If you notice, this document already has like 60 pages. So what's the deal? It's like studying through parts of speech and the most used words from each part of speech. Why? Because if you learn a word, you need to know how to use it and what it is. Just like in any other language, like if you know what a verb is in Spanish, si tú conoces qué es un verbo, pues entonces es más fácil saber qué estás viendo, ¿no? And in Western languages, they usually go in the middle of the sentence, the verbs, like I play baseball, I like studying Japanese, like studying 2 verbs in the middle of the sentence. In Japanese, this is a little bit different, but it's almost the same gig in the sense that it helps you put everything in context. So there's that. If you have things in context, then it's easier to learn, because then you know, okay, this word is this part of speech, and this part of speech usually goes in this part of the sentence, or it's useful for this or for that, and so on. So I have the 8 parts of speech in Japanese. Yes, a table, and then I'm like exploring each part of speech on their own. And then I use songs, which I really love to do that. So I think we'll start with that, and I'll put the timer on. So yeah, let's go. I think I'll keep translating a song that I like to translate, or well, no, I'll do some mnemonics, which is a memorizing technique. If you see, like, a mnemonic is like a phrase or a drawing. So I have one here. Noru, which is to write, and I know, well, I'm cheating because I'm saying it here, but like a knight writing Noru, mutant Noru algae. Because Noru is a famous brand in Mexico for algae, for sushi. So like it just made sense in my mind, and it has to make sense for myself, for me, because I am the one who wants to memorize that. And that's the thing, like that's the trick, like you do things that are memorable to you, and they're more ridicule or excessive the better, because I don't know, the brain just likes that. So for example, oyogu, to swim, it's piscina. I would like piscina, oyogu, hoyo de agua para nadar. Or it's simple, maybe it can improve, but araku, to walk. So one is ruco, in Spanish it's viejo. Le gusta más el sol y caminar. One likes more the sun and walking. And then I mean, to make it memorable. So that's usually what I do. And if you notice, I have my notes broken down in each part of speech, like verbs, adjectives, and I'll go about doing those things. And then the way in which you actually know it or memorizing it is by seeing it in practice or trying to do little scripts. So that's it. And also I usually do this in silence, because then I lose, well, I focus more, I don't go on side tangents. So yeah. So the last time I was trying to explore 10 conjugations, like how did the words change for each one of the most, or for each of the conjugations, the most used ones in general. And I was here, so I have like the general, like the main groups of verbs, which are 3: U-verbs, Ru-verbs, and irregulars. For irregulars, I know that you only have 2 in Japanese, which is suru and kuru. I have the things here, but I know that suru is hacer, because you do in Mexico, we Mexicans do modifications to surus. Modificamos los surus, las bestias. And you know, that's just a mnemonic that I know works. And kuru, venir. And then you have like the conjugations of the tenses, which imply, it's like for us in Spanish, like comer, which is present, comí, pasado, comeré, futuro, comiendo, continuo. So it's almost, it's a conjugation, how the verb changes in the end. So we have the nai, which is negative, so kuru, which changes to kaku, kakunai, which is not to do, taberu, which is to eat, tabenai, and you get rid of the ru, and then you have like not to eat, no comer. Then you have shinai, which is suru conjugated, shinai, and then it's suru in negative, so it's didn't do. Konai, kuru, didn't come. Kuru nai, but it's not always that simple. It's konai, which is weird. Pasado, ta, kaku, changes to kaita, which is did. Like, no, kaku. Kaku is not to do, is right. Is it right? I don't remember. Sorry. Kaku. Kaku. Oh my god. Well, here is where I use the translator. So yeah, it's actually one of the things that I need you people to do. It's right. I wasn't that wrong. Right. This is it, or it's. So this one is did not right, did not eat. This is best. So kaku kaita. You like that is what is like a bit confusing to me. That you get rid of most of the word, but if you notice, you remain with the kanji. The kanji sounds like cat. So it's like, it makes sense if you see the kanjis, but if you don't see the kanjis, you are used to Spanish and you think, okay, you will only get rid of one of the parts. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's the thing. But if you notice, the kanji stays and only the rest changes, so that kind of makes sense. Taberu, ta is the kanji, be is this word, and ru, taberu, yes, tabeta. It's how it changes. So tabeta, and then tabeta, it's ate or comió, because it's in past. Did it o comió. Lo chistoso es que the funny thing is that you don't conjugate a lot in Japanese, but you have a lot of like terminations. So what I mean is that, for example, she didn't eat, so tabeta. She did not eat. Let's switch. Kanoyo wa tabe nakata. But we can just maintain kanoyo wa, because we're using mostly informal Japanese. Kanoyo wa tabeta, which is she ate. But this informal part, like, for some reason Google Translate gives you the formal one. So negative past, if you see, there is no well, she didn't eat, no, sorry, she did eat, she didn't eat nakata. So yeah, ella comió. Yeah, I was confusing things. So it was right, like nakata, tabe nakata. Ella no comió. It would be tabe nakata. Let me just make the music a bit lower. So yeah. Kanoyo wa tabe nakata, which is exactly this part, tabe nakata. Didn't eat, or no komi, oh, and didn't write, oh, no escribí, oh, tabe nakata. And this one would be escribió or wrote. So tabe nakata will remain the same for almost all the subjects. He, kare wa, they, kare wa comían, no she. Kare wa tabe nakata. So it's not like in Spanish that or in English eat, eats, or ella comió, yo comí, él comió, ellos comieron, ustedes comieron, nosotros comimos. So karera, we, tobe nakata, tabe nakata, and we, nosotros no comimos. Tabe nakata. I don't know why it's like I cannot explain everything, so don't ask me. We. Nosotros. Watashi tachi. Entonces debería ser watashi tachi. Wa tabe nakata. Watashi tachi wa tabe nakata. Aquí me falta el wa. Wa. Watashi wa. Ajá, entonces necesito el wa para aquí prestadillo, robado. Watashi wa tabe nakata. Y eso debe hacer nosotros no comimos. No comimos. Watashi wa tabe nakata. Pero por alguna razón no me deja ponerlo. Eso no lo sé. No sé todo. Porque no hay clases de japonés. I'm just like sharing what I've learned. We were a few minutes ago. I'm losing my audience. The one that I didn't have. So that's the thing. Like I am doing this like the master form, which is like the formal form, but these are the basic ones, the most used ones, right? And well, among the most used ones, you also have this other kind of conjugations, the te form, conditionals, tara form, which is a second conditional, the potential, the volitive, which is let's go, let's sing. And then I have these examples. But what I was doing last time was just making a summary table, which like using the same rules: dictionary, negative, masu, te, past, volitive, conditional, imperative. And it makes a lot more sense in my mind like this compared to before. The masu form, the te form. If you notice, I'll speak less and less as we go because I tend to get lost in thought, and well, if you want to know something, just let me know. And time flies. Time flies. Okay, I'm just checking. Okay, never mind. So that's the thing. So let's just keep moving forward. And what I do here is just like trying to figure out how would it be written or how would it sound, because I already have it written. So that's the trick here, like just to learn more and more about this thing and shit. But the cool thing is that I understand a bit more what is happening, because it's really annoying when you try to learn something in English and then it's like, but what is this shit? What does it do? Why? And how do you know that? And yeah, it's quite tiring, to say the least. But when you understand to a bit of a deeper level of what's happening, like you don't get too stressed about it. It's not sexy. It isn't even less sexy to be streaming this thing to no one. But like I said, I was already gonna do this today, so why not? Imperative. Volitive. Noise. And imperative. Yes. So, kaku, yomu, hanasu, hablar, matsu. I don't have a mnemonic for this, or for this one, so let's do it. Matsu. It sounds like ketchup or catsup in Spanish, because it sounds even more like so. Matsu. Shinu. Shinobu dies. Shinobu. That's my mnemonic. Shinobu. Why did she die? I wanna cry. Even more so. Well, let's go. So, kanai, kanai. Yoma. This is nai, but I don't know what's this one. Oh. So I think it's O. It's ma. Okay, it's a bit difficult. So it's yo ma nai. That should be it. Yo ma nai, which is no escribe o escribas o escribe. Yo manai. It feels nice to just figure that out. So hana, su, hara, haranai. Oh, I don't know. Hara. No, it's not right. It's na. Shit. Na. Sa. It's like an S with backwards, and then you have an A. So it's Hasanai. Oh, dump me. Hasanai, don't speak. For example, Kanoyo wa Hasanai. Ella no habla. What? Kanoyo wa. Kanoyo wa hasanai. They. Karera wa hasanai. We. Bueno, nosotros no hablamos inglés. Watashi chia eigo o hanasenmasen. Si se dan cuenta es, if you notice, this is the masculine form but negative. Negative masen. Masen, hanase masen. Hanase masen. So yeah. So it's really nice because then you start to see these patterns, which, like, for me in Japanese, it's been very difficult, but it's helping me a lot to understand how to help my students learn better. And well, before we have ta, inai, so matanai should be that. Matanai. Let's see. Matanai. Ha, great. Shino. It's nanai. Shinanai. Shinanai. Great. If you like, something that I notice with myself and with my students is that if you have the right exercise, you understand things a whole lot faster, and you don't have to do 100 different tests or exercises, one per topic, and then you're set. Easy. Masu, aquí está, mas, it sounds like mess. Itadakimasu, for example. I don't know what the fuck this is. Well, no, this one, yes, I know, but this one, it's na. No, the na is this one. It's this. Ha, like Hana. Ha, it's ha. What is it? Me. Well, it's like an M twisted and with an I. Good work, good work. Yo mi mas. Yo mi mas. Yo mi mas. Masu. Yo mi mas, which is. Yo leeré. I cheated there. Yomu, my mnemonic for Yomu, it's like yo mucho leo. It's easier in Spanish because, like, many of the sounds are like too familiar for me in Spanish, but for the sake of the video, I'm doing it in English. Maybe I'll do the second part at another stream in Spanish. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So, yo, this is not an E. This is E. This is she. Yoshimasu. Yoshi. Yoshimasu, which is. Oh no, Hana, Hashimasu. I speak. Hablaré. The thing is that I have the mass, it was for present. This mass, that mass. Tabe mass. Because then it's not exactly present. Comer, it's not future, it's just like present, comer. Eat. Tamales oaxaqueños. Damn. Like, it wouldn't be too bad to have a tamal. Kakimas. Kakimas, but why? I don't understand why it's like future. So this is where I use kakimasu future. Okay. Let me check if I understand this with a blog. I usually gather information from blogs like this. Really right. Okay, it's both. Ah, okay, it's both.
Right, very right.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I'll just take a break, like a 5-minute break, and we'll continue studying. 5-minute break. And I'll go to the bathroom. And I'll mute my mic. Enjoy the music. I'll be back. In principle, in English, oh shit. Okay, yes. In principle, in English, you shouldn't say like "I'll go to the bathroom." If you're between friends, you can say "I'll take a piss." Go to the toilet. I'll go to the toilet. Yes, those are the two that I remember. Because go to the bathroom is like, are you gonna take a bath? What? But yeah. Wanna see my sensation? Sick, right? I learned that today. I just want to check if the music stops. I hope it doesn't. doesn't. Nice. Because one trick, if you people are like film lessons or something, tutorials or whatever, if you use Nintendo Music, you don't get copyright claims. Because I don't know why. But that's great. Because they have some bangers. Man. What amazing what amazing groups of musicians do they hire? Like the whole orchestrated themes from Twilight Princess. Just great, just amazing. And also I'm thinking if this is a good angle, because I am not making eye contact with the camera. Maybe I'll place it a bit more to the right. Don't do the trick. A bit better, but not enough. Okay, it's better. Okay, I feel weird like trying to watch over here and over there and over here. Holy fuck! So, time's up. Let's go back. But I don't like the green screen part at the end. Yes, I don't like that. The green part, I had not noticed. Well, you have to keep learning. So, I'll set the timer and let's go. So the thing is that here it's the present and the future at the same time. I didn't know that. Presumptive. Okay. Kakudaro. Kakanaidaro. Right. Kake. Kaite kudasai. The kudasai is like the polite, plain. The funny thing is that you in practice, as a foreigner, you don't have to learn all of this. Like, you have to decide where you want to stop. In my case, like, I am taking this challenge. I know I won't be able to have a life in Japanese, even if I want it. Like, there are too many cultural and different types of barriers. But it's fun, for me at least. Escribe. Cuando ella escribe, yo escribo. Escribiré. Nice. Oh. Will eat or no. Ajá. Como. Comeré. Okay. Well, that's new. Like, you don't have to learn everything at the same time. So, leo. Leeré. Escribo. Escribiré. Ajá. Masu. Mat. This is ma. Maishi. Ma. I don't know what the heck is this one. To? Is it to? This is ma. To. Tsu. Chi. What? Machi. Machimasu. Machimes. Machimes. Should be that one. Masu. Yes. Espero, esperaré. Well, I wait. I, he, she, a subject, wait. Well, wait. She, shini, shinimasu, shinimasu, shini. Estoy seguro que es shinimasu. Shinimasu. Hay algunas que sí. There are some words that I already recognize. Shinimasu. Muero. Moriré. We'll all do. At some point. We'll die. Watashi wa watashi. Yeah. I had the keyboard. Watashi. Watashi wa shinimasu. Watashi. The thing is that I don't know how to write this with the keyboard. The wa. Wa. For some strange reason, I can't find it here. Here, I don't know why. I don't really know why. Not even in the other menus. At least I can see it. It's weird.
Ha.
For example, if I try to write the whole sentence, watashi wa ha shini masu watashi wa shi ni if you notice, it's almost the same thing except for this part, which I don't really know why it doesn't allow me to choose a different character, like to choose the correct one at least. That's odd. There is no wa. There is no wa. Wa. Why? I had already found it. Here it is, but it doesn't let me pick it out. No, well, whatever, at least I can write some words already. That's nice. So yeah, that's what I am doing. I am not rushing through it because it's more important to actually understand well. Like, it is a whole lot more profitable if you understand most of the things that you are doing in a study session, even if slow. So yeah, another thing that I like to do is to translate songs that I like, and I go by quartets. Like 4 verses, and then I separate them because I try to dissect them. So this is a really nice song. Like, maybe you won't hear it because we could get banned. Nah, we could just get copyrighted. But he's a nice artist. Like, he just knows his art. He's really good at Natori. I think he's a he, not a she. So what I do is try to get the lyrics with Spanish and English. If I just get them in Spanish and English with Japanese and the pronunciation, then what I do is I translate like line by line. If you notice, I'll put like A, then B, then C, then I'll just translate like verse by verse and try to make sense of what the author wants to say. I might translate the whole thing together into one verse, and then with that verse, like, I can tell like if what I understand from line by line makes sense or not. For example, here. But I not only do that because I try to immerse myself. This time I'll make the effort to do it in Spanish and English. Oh shit. Just for the sake of the video. Same thing for these verses. Hondoro wakateita. So in theory, that's what I do. Then, knowing the context of the verse, I try to break it down. Maybe in a sort of word by word manner. And that's how I start to see the words that I am memorizing with the lists that I already showed you, then I can try to see if, okay, I recognize this word and which form it has and why is it being used here, and it makes more sense in my head. So honto wa. This is honto, this is wa. Usually these particles belong to the first word. That's a tip that was very useful for me. Honto wa wakate ita. Wakate ita. This is the verb. Honto, like me, but let's see. Wakate ita, it's the verb. Sabía, I knew. Honto wa. La verdad es. Honto, verdad, es. Honto. Honto wa. Wakate ita. So then, knowing this, I just break the words like this. Honto wa, which is exactly the same as verdad es wakate ita, which is lo sabía. Verdad es lo sabía, which is something like in truth I knew, in reality I knew, en realidad en verdad lo sabía. So there are some words that are harder to translate. Hello Rel 308, how are you doing? Hey there. GG. Hello, thanks for watching. Do you speak Spanish or English? Because I am like mixing stuff here like mad, like a madman. but I can like go back between the two. No sé si hablas español, pero cualquier cosa que quieras preguntar. Hola, estimado. ¿Hablas español? Hoy un gusto. ¿Estás cómodo si sigo en inglés o tienes alguna duda que quieras preguntar ahorita que andamos aquí? Bueno, entonces sigamos traduciendo, ¿va? Entonces, así me voy, o sea, con las canciones. Como un recap, me voy con las canciones, consigo las letras. ¿Qué onda, mi Vic? Sí, es cierto. Bueno, pues como tú sí le sabes al inglés, mi Víctor, pues ni modo. Gracias por estar aquí, hermano. Un gusto. So, nice. This is really, I am loving it, but I know that I won't learn the whole language in 4 months, but I think it's good enough for myself, and you always learn good things when trying something new. Okay. Ikenai kotoda tate wakate itanoni. It's a really long sentence. And the funny thing is that it translates to something really small. So what the fuck? But, for example, ikenai, we know that there is a negative verb, deny, a te form, 2 te forms. It's always fun, that's true. So, new was wrong. I am at a loss with this word, but for example, let's break it down. So ikenai, no, ikenai, but it's iku is to be, but it's for inanimate things or animate things. Iku for inanimate things, I don't remember, but iku is to be. I remember. Inanimate things. No, it's ba. No, it's go. Iku ba. I had a mnemonic that is Kiko. A form is a. I understand that a form is a verb conjugation, or at least like a modal form. Let me show you a table that I have. If you want, I can share this document with you, Victor. But I was. Where was it? At the end, yes. For example, you have the masu forms, which are like the formal ways of saying, like, for example, kaku, which is to write, changes to kakimasu, and it's write or will write. And then you have the masen, the mashita, the masherita. Yes, I'll send you the document through WhatsApp. But also you have the informal forms, as I understand, and then you have like the te form, which is like for connecting actions, like a chronological order, asking favors, give instructions. For example, for petitions with kurasai, de llámate kurasai. So, misete, kurasai, which is muévete, kurasai por favor. Also for permissions, the te form of a verb with the moi desu ka. So moi desu ka. So hai te moi desu ka. So it's sort of a conjugation. Then you also have the ba, the conditional ba, the tara, the potential, the volitive, and the imperative, which I have summarized it here if you notice, like te form or de, kai te, tabe te, the conditional kake ba, if you write, tabereba, si comes. Que el conditional too, the second conditional is like more flexible. So kai tara, itabe tara. Even the endings like kake, kai tara. Then the potential forms, the rareru, and imperative forms with ro or a, kake, tabero, the passive forms and the causative forms. But I don't know if those are all the forms. Like these are like yes, I truly don't know. I know that these are like some of the most used ones, but I was reading a blog here, and they have like in Spanish that you have conjugations that you never use or that you didn't ever heard of. So that's that's funny. But yeah, what the fuck. So yeah, like I am trying to get to the ones that people use the most in formal settings, and because that's, or the anime conjugations, if you want to say it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll send it to you like at the end, because I don't want to leak my WhatsApp or my conversations. But yeah. So let me continue with the translation of this song. Also, Victor, this song is really cool. It's really nice. You should listen to it. Really cool. So, ikenai, like ikenai, it's like won't be or won't go, more like anything. Ikenai, it's more like will not go or something like that. Then kodatate. Something that is really useful in my opinion is to be able, like with time, you are able to notice where a word ends. And one useful clue are the kanjis. And also knowing, for example, that this is a te, so I know like this is tate, ta, and te. So, eso fue todo. That was it. Tate, that was it. Okay. Koto da tate, koto da tate, koto da tate. I still don't understand, like, what do these particles do? I'll ask Gemini or ChatGPT later, but as far as I know, they like prolong the sound. Te, ta, te, something like that. Eso fue todo. That was all. Great. We're used to the space instruction. Yes, it gets kind of confusing. Like sometimes, like I still don't understand how Japanese people can't read long texts. It's like, man, where are your spaces? And that's it. Well, I'll just finish this verse, right? They used to repeat the following letter. Well, at least I don't have to know Japanese to survive, you know. It would be like a nightmare. Wakate. Wakate itanoi. A ver, itanoi. Itanoi, aunque hay. Even though there. Itanoi. Noni. Noni, okay. Deep sick or deep L is another thing. Deep L? What is that? Let's check it out. Oh, okay. Hey, thank you. Later. Understanding. Thank you, Victor. I think I'll use it. I'll just try to set it up so that it shows me the pronunciation. But yeah, sometimes Google Translate gets a bit crazy. Like, yes, well, I am crazy for studying this also. But you know what I mean. And I didn't paste the right word. That's my fault. ita. Ita no ni, which is the no. Entonces, no, ita, there. So it's like the marker word, the no. That's also that helped me a lot, Victor. The knowing a bit of what do the marker words do. And like, yes, the particles. For example, the no indicates possession. Or the wa, which is like topic marker, or sometimes it's the to be. I sometimes take it as the to be because Spanish and English. But yeah, like topic marker, the ga. I have seen this one for verbs. This is my mnemotechnic. Garu es el sujeto que Puka quiere. Es su cara de pendeja aquí. Like I hated Puka when I was younger. The O, the object, although like it doesn't look like a O. Yeah. The ni, de, to, mo. Like I'll send you the document at the end of the stream, like so you can check these things out. But yeah, this part of the particles was really interesting for me to learn. And yeah, I think that something that has worked for me a lot is to put this into context with the lyrics of the songs, because I am translating two songs. Like I don't always do this like slow process. It works a lot, but it's really slow. But I am doing it with this song from Freedom, the first intro, and it's really useful because like you start to see how different the language is and how we think very differently from Japanese people. And sometimes it is mind-bending, but it's also really useful to do like this. And for example, you start to see the particles in use, like the sore, the sore, which in reality the wa should be with sore wa. That was once, katsute, once, it will be once, katsute, una vez, once, yes, exactly. And I didn't put the pronunciations for these ones. Well, I think this was a bit more detailed. Monogatari, story, like I would say like mono con su atari, la historia del mono con su atari. And to remember the kanjis, I still don't know exactly how to do that. I know that, for example, you can memorize the roots and do a drawing for the roots. For example, let's see. Oh, yes, ignore Saihu. Ignore Saihu, people. Okay, so let's get one. Ocean. For example, the water radical. Like the water radical, it's simpler to memorize. You just need to know how to pronounce it. If there is pronunciation. No, there is no pronunciation. Oh, there's shui. So for example, what I would do with the radicals, if I had to memorize them because of work or whatever, would be like make drawings. Like for example, insert drawing, I don't know, for example, shui. What the heck? The heck? Okay, it's the whole radical. This is just that it's really small. Sorry. So, for example, just represent the radical with a drawing. And this one is really easy because it's like something spelling drops. And so I would say something like Chuy me tiró mi café, or I got wet. Well, not wet like in the sense that people use it in English, but wet like mojado. So you draw while you're not drawing. Yes, you shit. Wait a second. There was a way to make the lines straight, but I don't remember. So let's say this is a coffee. Yes. Yes. You need some imagination, because I understand that also Japanese people like have like this way of seeing the world, like with images. And here we had the figure that I needed, but okay, but never mind. So this is the coffee, and Chuy spilled the coffee. So that's easier to remember than Chuy. Oh, it's backwards. That makes sense. Chuy. But if you notice, well, not notice, because I haven't uploaded too many videos or anything. But I don't tend to do this now because I, for example, for Tori, imagine a side shot of the head of. Okay, Tori. Let me check that one. Tori. This one? Do you mean this story? Or you? Tori. Okay, yes, this one. So it makes sense because it is like it is bird, so it's on point to choose like a hen. Yes, exactly. Let's try that out. Okay, I see this. I see the blood, and I see the. Yes. You are right. I had never imagined that demo technique. It's true. Wait, let's draw it. Because you have the beak. You have like the. It's funny, this one. So for example, something like this. And oh shit, what the fuck? Something like this, I would imagine. Not too heavy, not too big. Oh shit, not too big. And Neko kinda looks like it. Yeah, that's true. Then in Neko from the have you watched the manga about volleyball? I forgot the name. I remember Jujutsu Kaisen, but yeah, exactly. But I'm not sure if it is worth it to memorize every one of them, although it wouldn't hurt, right? But yeah, the Neko team that is against the main characters, and I don't have like One for blood. So yes, you're right, Victor. You're right. Just let me put the pronunciation for this one and let's check the next one. Tory birds. Ah. It's a good headshot. What do you think about the soundtrack, Victor? It's on point or what? Ah, Haikyuu, yes, Haikyuu. Thank you, Victor. Haikyuu, yes. People need to watch Haikyuu. Amazing. Drawing. A bit height. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Victor, because I am trying to monitor this thing with the phone here, but you know, like sometimes. Yes, it was height. Yes, it was high. Yeah. Thank you, Victor. But now it's too low. What the fuck? Hi. Your height. Sorry, people. Shit. It's latency. I think that I need to monitor directly from the PC. I'm just like, I was a bit nervous by setting this thing up. Maybe a minus 35. Maybe. Just low. Okay, thank you, Vic. Well, one last one, and I can go to just watch Apothecary Diaries. So, Nico, you're right, it's like a cat playing. Like, what did you say, a cat? In one corner of a box, like it was playing. Thank you, Vic. So it's kind of hard to imagine this one. Like, I can see it, but I don't know how to represent it. So I see the box. Maybe the paw is hanging. Like when they... Oh shit, that's... What the fuck was that? Like one paw hanging? Like when they crouch like this, I can't imagine it like that. Then this cat has like many deformities and problems. This cat has survived like many injuries. Shit.
It's like a kite. It's like a cat from nightmares. Shh. Yeah. The ugliest cat in the world, for sure. And he has like some toy, right? Like a snake or something. Yes. Like a toy. Come on, this cat's giving me the creeps. Well, but that's good enough. Man. Great. Yeah. Good enough. Well, thank you, Victor, for spending some time with me here. Like I was telling people, like I usually study like this, like just this time I wanted to stream it. I might do another one because it was fun, and mostly having you was fun. But yeah, like it's really hard. I am not cut to be a streamer. I am cut to be a Velociraptor tamer. Yes, for sure. But yeah, thank you people for being here, and I hope you have found something interesting. I'll just edit these videos so that I can cut them and put them on YouTube and push my ads on you for my classes. Not you, Victor, like other people. So thank you. Have a very nice weekend. I'll meet you in a few days, I suppose, or weeks. I don't know. Let's see. Bye. Bye bye.